Hey everyone! Many of you are probably wondering why the LMA handles so poorly, with all that understeer almost pushing you into the walls. Well, I think I figured it out and how to fix it. First off, let's talk about the Aventador's setup. It's rear heavy, has all four wheels driving it, and weighs a ton. This combo makes it a real understeer machine, but don't worry, I've got 4 ways to tackle this. Suspension tune-up. The Battle Pass Aventador has decent suspension, but we need to crank up the rear stabilizer to max. Usually, maxing out the rear stabilizer makes other cars oversteer, but this Aventador needs it to fight the understeer. Also, stiffen those rear springs. It'll help. Now, let's look at the front suspension arms. Lowering both the caster and Ackerman angles can also help reduce understeer. Differential choice. Since understeer is the enemy here, go for the clutch 45 differential. Trust me, clutch 65 will only make things worse. Clutch 45 gives you better control in those tight corners when you're accelerating. Here's differential tuning for all-wheel drive Aventador. Well, the first 2 methods only improve handling slightly, but it's definitely better than stock. Let's continue with the 3rd and 4th methods. Transmission swap. All-wheel drive always leans towards understeer. If you can swap to rear-wheel drive, do it. But here's the secret, you can change the drivetrain without spending gold. Just swap the whole transmission, of course, from your inventory with rear-wheel drive icon on it, and boom, new drivetrain. So, how did I get this T50S rear-wheel drive transmission? You can actually get it by swapping transmissions with other rear-wheel drive cars. It's just like how you swap engines for advanced upgrades. You end up with the old transmission in your inventory, and that's how you get the rear-wheel drive transmission. However, if you swap the drivetrain to rear-wheel drive after applying the first method, your Aventador will tend to oversteer easily. This is because the rear stabilizer is already set for maximum, which can be excessive with rear-wheel drive. So, you'll need to reduce the rear stabilizer setting after the drivetrain swap. As you can see, it has better grip now. Lighten up and aero up. This thing is a heavyweight, and heavy cars struggle to corner due to that centrifugal force. So, shed some pounds wherever you can. Also, add some front aero parts to grip those front tires better. No need for rear aero unless your Aventador is above Class 4. Here's the result. That's a lot better. Now, let's pretend that I have never swapped the drivetrain and see how it affects the all-wheel drive Aventador. So, I'm gonna swap it back to all-wheel drive to see if it's better. It's still handling brilliantly, so let's assume weight reduction is crucial for preventing understeer. However, if you plan to use it in Class 4, you won't be able to upgrade weight reduction, making the first 3 methods potentially the best solutions. These are all 4 methods to address understeer in cars. I hope this helps. If you're interested in seeing the entire race and all the tuning settings, I'll upload a separate video soon. Thanks for watching. See ya!